Ladies and gentlemen, I am your Captain Guide and friend, Dalton Relier. Welcome back to Sailwind. In the previous video, we made it here to Gold Rock City to deliver some mail, and in this video, we're going to be heading up north to Oasis, and then eventually heading back to Fort Aestrin. In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at the Sandbug, because I think the character would actually be kind of interested in checking this thing out. I'm not going to purchase this game, but I do want to just take a look at it. I could very easily afford this right now. I am so tempted. I am so tempted, but no. I'm going to stick with the original plan and buy the Brig, because I don't really have a lot of focus on the Brig on the channel. I need to change that up a bit. So yeah, I've got all the food supplies. I've got plenty of water. We're going to be taking a pretty long journey this time around because... Get rid of those. Once we get to Oasis, there's nothing between Oasis and Aestrin. So... Yeah, it's going to be a very long stretch of ocean where there's really not going to be a lot happening. So, once we get to Oasis, I'll do a last-minute check on our supplies, and if need be, I will purchase anything else that I need. So, but for right now, which way is the wind blowing? The wind is blowing directly into my face, because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Maybe I can kind of push myself off the dock there. This is going to be problematic. Come on, let me out. There we go. Might actually be better if I do this. I don't need a huge angle to get turned around, but I do need more than this. And it's not letting me push off the ledge here for whatever reason. There we go. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you, little cog. I have faith. Turn! Let me out. Jeez. Okay, here we go. We should finally start catching some wind here. Let's also go ahead and drop down the Genoa. I'm going to go out this way because I think ultimately that's going to be a bit easier than going out around that way. Because from this angle, we can basically just sail straight north, and we should see it sooner or later. Get around the sandbank here and prepare to turn. I might have too much water. Well, actually, no, I don't, because I've got 4 barrels and 2 barrels of rum. Let's loosen that up. Come on, turn. Turn, please. Turn. I said turn. Turn. I really wish you could drop an anchor over the side and just kind of reel it in like you could in, or like you can in Sail the Seas. That'd help out so much. But for right now, fine. I'll do this the old-fashioned way. Just get out and push. It's not realistic at all. But it gets the job done. Or better yet, maybe you get like an oar or something. That way you can at least try to turn the ship a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna loosen you up a bit. Same thing with you. And we are on our way. Lovely. So I've got some bread, I've got some cheese, I've got some dates, I've got some salmon, and some tuna. And I've also got my fishing pole, so... as far as food is concerned, we should be good. I might get another crate of food whenever we get to Oasis, just to be on the safe side. And I've also got just a crap ton of water, too. Alright. I do very much like the way this game feels compared to Sail the Seas. Sail the Seas is great, don't get me wrong, but Sailwind just has a much better feel to it. It just feels so much more refined. It also helps that you don't have the water constantly spilling over the deck. Alright, so before the sun goes down, where is my broom? Ship's starting to get a little bit dirty. Let's try and clean it up a bit. So, yeah, assuming we make it to Fort Aestrin today, we will be buying the Brig. And from that point on, I will be able to start transporting my own cargo and whatnot. Like, I won't be restricted to just mail anymore. I'll finally be able to haul whatever I want. But the series is not done yet. I think the series will be finished whenever I actually make sail for Kronos. But I'm not going to sail for Kronos until I get the new big ship that's in the game. And there's also another update coming out for this game before too long. It's actually in the beta, but I'm going to avoid the beta for the time being, just so I don't mess anything up. There's going to be a few new islands added to the Aestrin region. I don't know where. It just says there'll be things added. There's going to be a cooking pot that is added, so that allows you to make stews. And there's going to be some new trading items as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that, but I'm going to wait until the official update comes out, just so I don't ruin anything. There's a save file relies on a few mods, and I don't want to ruin the progress I've made so far. This will give a chance for the mod makers to kind of update their stuff. And yeah. Just try to avoid, you know, damaging the run that I've had so far. All right, here in a few minutes, I'm going to... Actually, here in a few moments. So, you know, that turns into the wind. Let's turn with the wind. There we go. This barrel is bugging me. It's because this one isn't centered on the spine of the ship just quite right, but oh well, I'll worry about that at a later date. Let's see, how many Aestrin crowns do I have? I have 0 Aestrin crowns to my name right now. Okay. The last... Actually, I've got 2 deals of mail going to Oasis. That's going to bring in 379 and then 370. So we're going to get a lot of Alonk Lions, which can be turned into Aestrin crowns, but I can also use those lions to purchase any kind of food items that I might need. And depending on the wind, Oasis isn't that far away. It's maybe 2, maybe 3 days, depending on the wind. We have... Let's do that. I'm going to make sure that we're actually on course. Where's my compass? Compass? Compass! There it is. Okay, actually, no, we're on course to miss Oasis at this rate. Oasis is to the north by northwest of Gold Rock City. So let's just sail basically like this. And go to sleep. So if we go past the 32 latitude mark, we've gone too far. Alright, fair enough. I will see you guys in the morning. Alright. I've had a full night of sleep. Where the heck are we? Heading in vaguely the right direction. Let's see if we can spot anything in the distance. Not right now, but the waves are too big for me to see anything. Although Gold Rock City is still in view behind us, so we're not going to see Oasis for probably a hot minute. And it's easier to see at night anyway, because the island itself is just so flat. Yeah, north-northwest of Gold Rock City. So we're heading in vaguely the right direction. Just keep it pointing that way. I typically like to keep my crates and barrels that are empty, just so I can sell them at port, or I can use them to refill. But I've got so much weight on the ship right now that I think I would rather just throw what I don't need overboard into the ocean. It will reduce the weight of the boat, and the more weight you have on the boat, the more drag that you get, because it sinks a bit further into the water. So, weight distribution is definitely something to keep in mind. Alright, I'm going to go through all the cheese first, because it spoils fastest. I just realized I have a lot of stuff that I need to purchase for the brig. I need to get a new bed. You get a hammock automatically, but I like to have a bed for the captain's room. Because I think where the hammock is by default, I am going to use as like my food storage area, or at least my water storage. Sometimes it feels like the boat is turning whenever I don't want it to. So long as we don't encounter a storm in this region, I'm happy, because storms in the Alank region, they're pretty unforgiving. They're the strongest of any region in the game right now. Okay, well, we're going to keep this heading until nighttime, and hopefully, whenever nighttime falls, we'll actually see the lighthouse of Oasis. That's really the easiest way to find Oasis, is to look for the lighthouse, because, like I said, the island is just so flat, it's very hard to spot. see here. I'm going to do some researching into something. So I think I'll leave you guys with a view kind of like... maybe a bit like this. That should work. Okay. Sorry about that. I was reading something while I was sleeping during the previous night, and I didn't get a chance to finish it. Okay, I really don't know what to say. I didn't really think about, like, any topics to talk about, so maybe I'll just see you guys whenever we finally get to Oasis. Or maybe I'll just join you guys. I don't really know. I'm at an interesting point now with my YouTube where the longer the videos are, the more ads I can put in, which means the more money I can make potentially from the videos. But I also don't want to bore you guys to death with my videos, so it's kind of an interesting position to be in. Actually, is Gold Rock City still in sight? It is, but barely. We're turning a bit too far to the northwest for my liking. Let's pull you back in just a little bit. Gonna help with that turn. Okay. Had the opposite effect of what I was really wanting. Yeah, stay about... there, if you will. Oop. seems like the wind is dying down a bit, so we'll have some smoother sailing conditions. I'm going to save progress real quick, just in case something happens. There we go. I'm not climbing up on top of this thing, though. I've learned my lesson. It makes the ship sink very easily. In fact, I really don't even want to go out into the bowsprit. Though I do wish we could get rid of that. It's going to be nighttime before too long. And hopefully at that point we'll see the lighthouse. You can see it during the day, but it's obviously going to be a lot easier to spot at night. And the wind is picking up again. And you're trying to go to the northwest again. I do not want you to go to the northwest. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and lower down our square sail up front. It doesn't add much, but it does help keep the ship on course. I'm also just going to go ahead and loosen it completely. That way it can do whatever the heck it needs to. Honestly, I think I'm going to try and sail a bit more northerly now, because I think we've gone far enough west. Yeah. Let's also get the fishing pole deployed. And let's grab a little date. Anytime you want to go down, Mr. Sun, that would be great. Anytime. I think you can still just make out Gold Rock City in the background. Yeah, barely. It's definitely about to disappear on the horizon. I'd be so happy to finally have a designated cargo hold. Just so everything's not so cluttered. Thumbnail potential? This game has some absolutely drop-dead sunrises and sunsets, it has to be said. I know I say that like every single video, but... God, just look at that. If there's anything this game definitely does right, it's the sunrises and sunsets. Alright, now we need to start keeping our eyes open for any potential sign of a lighthouse. I feel like I'm facing too much to the west. It's because I am. The ship started sailing to the northwest again whenever I tell it not to do that. Sail to the north, if you please. Wait, hang on. What is that? There it is. All right. So I was a ways off. That's exactly why the lighthouse was put into the game. Otherwise, you'd miss it completely. So now we have a chance to run with the butterfly setup here. It has a like an actual name. I've just completely forgotten. It's butterfly something. Whenever all the sails are thrown in different directions, like I've got right now. Tell you what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to lower down this sail. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to rely on our front two sails to actually get us in there, just so we don't, like, slam directly into the island. Because Oasis has an interesting approach angle. Alright, give me some more water. And I'm going to sleep for the night. And I'll see you guys whenever we finally get to Oasis. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Hold the phone. We passed it. We certainly did pass it. Okay. That's why I took down my mast sail. So I was worried I was either going to hit the island directly or we were going to sail past it. And thankfully, I planned that out. Now let's just go ahead and bring that in. Let's bring you in. I know you guys can't see anything right now. Believe me, I can barely see anything myself. I'll turn on the lantern. And this lantern. I'm going to run up here and bring in the square sail. Just so I don't forget. And this is going to be the last chance I have to sleep at an inn. To, like, cure any kind of scurvy or anything that I might have. Or to offset it. So I'm probably going to take that... I'm probably going to take that opportunity. Although, having said that, I do have a lot of food on board that will spoil. So maybe it would be a wiser idea to just... continue on. And I can sell this barrel, no problem. Since we are about to go into port here. Let's bring this in. looking for the dock. I think the dock is on this side. It might be on the other side of the island, but no. It's definitely on this side, because the lighthouse is on this side. In fact, yeah, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Don't worry, Oasis, I've got your mail. From all your relatives that you have an Aestrin for whatever reason. Hello. Let's see, I'm definitely gonna sell this barrel. But I might also buy another crate of food. But it'd probably be a wise idea to buy some extra food. It definitely wouldn't hurt. Actually, we're still a bit further out than it looks. Okay, now we can start reeling it in. Yeah. Let's grab you. Start pulling you in. If there's any sort of footage you would like me to cut out, feel free to comment in the comment section, because I try to keep it to where you guys aren't too bored from the video footage. But I know some people prefer the longer videos and with very little cut out. But if there's anything that I show in my videos that you'd rather not see, feel free to point it out. Because there are bits and pieces of this game that are fairly tedious. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's do that. Give the ship some room to breathe. Okay. It's one mission done. And then... two missions done. So that brings me up to almost 800 Alonk Lions. I could get some lamb, honestly. Lamb will fill you up almost entirely. Bananas. Bananas are too big of a crate to really bring onto the ship. Yeah, I'll get some lamb. It's not that expensive. Okay, and then... I think that's all I need. Oh, hello. Mail to Fort 8. I could go to Happy Bay. I mean... No, I want to get back to Fort Aestrin as quickly as possible. Okay. And let's just... Okay. Do that. All right. Our cargo is secure. Yeah. Can I also find a place to sell? The inn might take this. If I can remember where the heck the inn is. I think the inn is up here somewhere. Probably look ridiculous carrying this giant barrel through town. I didn't remember where the inn actually is, though, is the problem. It's very possible I skipped it. Tell you what I'll do is I'll just leave the barrel here and then go off and find it. Ah. Aha. That's where it would be. Although, of course, I find it as it's starting to turn daytime. There's no guarantee the inn will actually take it, but it might. They did. Awesome. Okay. Give me... Oh, yeah. I got rid of all my Alunk lions. And that reminds me, I didn't get my lamb. Also, for anybody who is curious, you can get a secret mission from the inn on Oasis. I'm not going to do it this series, though. Maybe next time. I am planning to do, like, an illegal criminal sort of run in the future, so I'm going to save it for that. Like a smuggler's run or something. Lamb! Oh, we only get 8 lamb. Ugh. I thought we were going to get like 12 or something. Never mind. This is good enough. Okay, so I really don't have anything on this side of the boat, so I just kind of put the lamb over here. And I left my lanterns running this entire time. Not a smart move on my part. Alright. It's time to set sail. Start heading to Aestrin. One more time. And then I'll probably be saying farewell to my boss. The company that I've been working for, and buying the Brig and making my own destiny. I'm not so sure how my character would actually view staying on land from this point on. I think he's grown quite accustomed to being out on the sea. Okay, let's get our heading here. really, we want to be heading more to the... We want to be heading kind of in a more this sort of direction. All right. Let's get everything situated then. Actually, wait. I need to count out the rotations here. 1, 2, 3. Might have been 4. 1, 2, 3. No, it was definitely 4. It might have been 5. It's hard to keep track. Okay. Let's raise this up. That'll be the last bit of land we see for a while. So if anybody is seasick, here's your chance to jump off the ship and swim back to shore. We're not that far away for right now. You can actually swim over there if you need to. The shore right over there. If you need to jump off, do it now. We are setting sail on a beautiful day for sailing, though. Like, look at the water. It's almost glass. Fortunately, we're playing Sailwind and not Sail the Seas, because otherwise, if the water's going to be like this, we would have basically no wind. In Sailwind, you always have wind. Sail the Seas, the wind can literally die down to nothing. Which, you know, I admit is very realistic. That is an issue that ships had to deal with way back in the day. You'd be stranded at sea for weeks, sometimes even months, with no wind. I shudder to think of all the souls that were lost that way, just never found again because the ship was just stranded at sea for so long that they ran out of provisions. And they all either died of thirst, hunger, heat exhaustion, cold. They could have turned cannibals, but no one knows about it because they all went down. And the ship was never found. Alright, let's plot our course out a bit here. Honestly, maybe we do need to sail more to the north. Not quite to the northeast, but maybe a bit more like that. Yeah, a bit like that. If we go all the way to the northeast, I mean, fine. We've got plenty of room to correct. If we get to latitude 40 and we don't see Mount Malefic, we'll just know that we didn't go far enough to the east. Because I've made this journey before. I've only done it once. I'm very curious where these other islands are going to be in the Aestrin region. This entire area over here is just nothing. I'd be very happy to see islands kind of over here. And just kind of be their own archipelago. But I mean, over here wouldn't be a terrible choice either. Just maybe even up a bit further north. But I would really appreciate to see some islands kind of over here, like in these 6 squares. That's a huge chunk of the map that just nobody has a reason to go to, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go get some water because my throat is getting a bit sore from talking so much. I will be right back. Give me a angle to leave you guys at. Actually, tell you what, before I do leave, let's do this. I kind of wish we could put a flag on the mizzenmast. I would very much welcome that. I'm gonna bring this back just one. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go get some water. Here, blanket. I've got it pretty cold in my house right now. It's like 66 degrees in my house. But you know what? It kills down the heat bill. Oh, this is looking like it might actually be a pretty long video, considering it's going on almost an hour already. Oh wow, we've already gone a pretty long way from Oasis. If we had sailing conditions like this all the way to Aestrin, I would not be complaining. That's when the game is at its best, in my opinion. I absolutely love it whenever we're sailing in conditions like this. Tell you what, my good madam, could you turn? Yeah, a bit more like that. That'd be great. Right, now we literally have nothing in front of us but the wide open ocean. I would play a sea shanty, but I can't do that anymore. Now that my videos can be monetized, I can't throw in music or anything. I understand the copyright laws, but at the same time, I kind of wish they could be, you know, toned down a little bit. If I was a music artist and someone wanted to use my music in their videos, I I doubt I would turn it down, because at that point it'd basically just be free advertising. It's probably around 10 o'clock in the morning or so right now. I am going to go ahead and go to sleep. I'll see you guys whenever I've got my sleep schedule a bit more agreeable for the video. Well, that didn't take as long as I was expecting it to. I think it's just the following morning now. We're up with the sun. We're going a bit too far east for my liking. Well, Oasis is long behind us now. I doubt we can even see it in the telescope. Nope. Long, long, long behind us. Every time I see that stupid string up there, I think it's like an island or something. Ugh. You know, this would actually be a pretty good area to hide a secret island, to be honest. Just this entire section of the map. I have heard there's an island, like, in this square or this square somewhere. But I don't know if I really want to, like, journey so far off course just to get to it. Although, admittedly, if I get to latitude 35, I could try it and just sail directly to the east. It wouldn't go that far out of our way, to be honest. And it would also give me a chance to just kind of divert course over to Happy Bay in the event that I start getting low on food supplies or if something happens, but we'll see when we get there, I suppose. Well, unfortunately, this is kind of getting to the point now where, in all honesty, I don't have much to show, because the game is pretty bland at this point. Truth be told, I could probably... yeah, just bring it in like that, and then same thing with this one. I'm very tempted to watch some Ice Road Truckers, to be honest. I started watching, like, one of the first episodes of it last night, just because it popped up into my YouTube feed, and I kind of want to watch some more of it now, I'm not gonna lie. I have a game, I think it's like Alaskan Truck Simulator or something like that, but I don't know if there's, like, any news about it, because I think they just released it, they did some updates for it, then they just completely abandoned it or something. Well, no, they did an update uh, just before Christmas of last year, of 2024. Wait, is there actual DLC? To be fair, it's only like $2, $3 per DLC. So I mean, that's not really that big of a deal. Just $2, $2, not even $2. It's just like $1.20, and then $3. Those are like apocalyptic looking trucks. Like zombie apocalypse. Okay, I could do without those. Maybe I'll boot this game up. I'll start installing it, actually, and take a look at it. Because I have American Truck Simulator installed, but I don't enjoy playing it as much as I used to. Because it's not like this game, for example, where you can actually, like, you know, move around and you have to store up your ship with food and water and supplies and whatnot. You're stuck inside your truck all day and all night. And nothing ever goes wrong, aside from maybe, like, running out of fuel, but that's basically it. It's one reason I just can't really play ATS anymore. I'd really, really, really love it if they would actually add in the ability to walk around your truck and actually inspect it for things to go wrong, for you to actually, like, have to get out and physically load the trailer up. Well, maybe not load the trailer, but, you know, to hook it up and everything. Maybe there'd be certain stops where you do have to get out of the truck and unload it manually. Because there are some companies that require the driver to get out and unload it themselves. The dollar stores, for example, come to mind. I think they're the most notorious for it. Dollar General isn't so bad because everything is already in a cart, but Family Dollar, the trucker has to actually unload the truck, basically box by box. And this is one thing that Alaskan Truck Simulator kind of does, is you actually have to walk around your trailer, do a walk around inspection, and hook the trailer up manually instead of just pressing a button and it does it automatically. So I'll play around with it. Maybe we'll do a couple of videos of it and see how things stand from there. But for right now, I am going to leave you guys, and I'll see you guys whenever something of interest comes along. Because right now, it's really not worth showing. Gosh darn it, my cheese is already expired. Eh. So annoying. That's so much food just gone. I'll be happy when we can finally start making soups. Alright, it is nighttime. I'm going to turn on the lantern so you guys can see. I'm going to do a quick reading just to see where the heck we are. I've been playing for a little while. Latitude 35. Okay, so latitude 35 by the looks of it. Yeah. Which puts us... Basically, I could start turning directly to the east and be at Happy Bay. But I am confident in my abilities to make it to Aestrin from here. I still have plenty of food. And my water supply is still looking pretty good. So, see no reason to divert course. So I will see you guys whenever we either encounter a storm or Mount Malefic pops into view. So I'll see you guys then. The weather's starting to look kind of crappy, to be honest. I think we might be in for a storm. And stars are starting to come out, which is what I was waiting for. So maybe 37? 36, 37, somewhere in that area. We're getting closer. We are definitely getting closer. Hello. I believe I spy Mount Malefic, everybody. Let's actually turn this into the wind, because that'll help us turn. There we go. Alright, so we have more or less made it. Mount Malefic is in sight. So I guess I'll see you guys whenever we get a bit closer. Alright, well there is Mount Malefic. Looking a lot bigger since the last time we saw it, I think. Hello, what is all that nonsense? Oh, that's the village. Never mind. I thought those were other islands spoken out of the ocean at a distance. Kind of like whenever we had the Firefish Lagoon being added to the game. There was a period in time where that entire region was just kind of miraged just just west of the Dragon Cliffs. You couldn't actually go up to them, but you could definitely see them. The veterans of this channel will know what I'm talking about, or veterans of the game. Unfortunately, it is nighttime as you are joining me again, but we are definitely back home. We are officially definitely back home. You know, I'm gonna give this guy a shout out. I literally just found his channel a couple of minutes ago. His name is Shipwreck Sean. He's doing his first playthrough of Sailwind on his channel, so if you want to see a new perspective, go check him out. I'm always happy to shout out some new Let's Players. And yeah, we're beyond Mount Malefic now, and Port Aestrin is directly ahead of us. And once I get there, I need to check in with the company and tell them that I'm going to be going my own way, which I imagine they'll have me sell pretty much, or leave everything that I have on the boat, because all this was pretty much purchased with company currency, not my own currency. So they'll probably have me sell all the water and all the food and whatnot, and then I might try and convince them to let me keep the fishing hooks and the lanterns, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, how many days are we going on now? We're going on 120 days. It's really not that long when I think about it, but I mean, you know, we provided the company with some pretty good work. But to be fair, I think I'm pretty sure that I've mentioned to the boss several times that I have my eyes set on the Brig, and at some point I will be purchasing it, so they should have seen this coming. If they didn't, then I don't know what to tell you. You should have been listening to me. There's Siren Song. I should probably go visit Siren Song too once I purchase the Brig. That way I can show the wife, the kids, and the family, you know, what I've purchased, how I'll be making my money out on the high seas from this point on. Not to mention their money too. Good grief. But yeah, this is what I've really been waiting for, to finally be able to come back here and start up my own business. And I'll probably do several laps around the world with the Brig, and then once we get back down to the Firefish Lagoon at some point, I will definitely be looking into purchasing the new big ship, because I do want to show that off, and I have not played with it yet. I do know how to make money really quick. It's just a matter of, do I want to metagame and start making that money as quickly as possible, or do I want to just kind of continue on with the roleplay thing, where the character is never, well, the character hasn't really been an entrepreneur before. He's been to most islands now. He hasn't been to every island, but he has been to every region. Thing about the Brig, though, I don't know if we'll really bother going to all these smaller islands now. The Brig, to me, has always been, like, stop at capital cities and let the smaller ships ships like the one I have right now distribute the cargo taken from the ship to all the other islands. You know, the big ships do the big open ocean crossings. They go to the capital cities. They load up again, and then they continue on their way. Then the smaller ships take whatever the big ship was carrying, and then they kind of evenly distribute the load, and then take the cargo to all the other islands. From a logistical standpoint, it makes sense, at least in my opinion. Alright, let's get rid of that. Yeah, since I'm gonna have to sell all this stuff anyway, I might as well just start picking out. Oh yeah, we still have plenty of time to make this. Just keep in mind, we got one of these missions from the Dragon Cliffs, and I think it was this one down here. We got this one from Gold Rock City, I think, and then we got this one from Oasis. Alright, let's go to sleep one more time. And here we are coming up on Fort Aestrin from the kind of an interesting angle, to be fair, but we did come in from Aestrin at a... You can actually see the fort, like, right up there on top of the hill. Just barely make it out. But we are coming into Aestrin from a very interesting angle, to say the least. I didn't stop at either Mount Malefic or Sunspire, so I pretty much just came straight here. Figured I would join you guys as we pulled into port. What phone? I'm busy at the moment. Phone. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. What do you want, phone? Just a random update. Am I the only one who doesn't really care for cell phones? Sometimes I feel like I am. Like, yeah, I get they're useful for, emergency contacts and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's like they require so much attention, it seems like. And they're just another way for people to track what you're doing. Of course, I guess there's like 50,000 methods of that out there these days. Alright, so where am I going to park this thing? Probably over by where the brig is currently. I am also going to start turning this way. So I'll have a bit of extra wind power whenever we get around over here. I can sail between the island and this rock up here. That was the wrong winch. Here we go. You know, really nothing super exciting happened this trip. There was a moment I thought we were going to get into a storm, but it turned out to just be like a light sprinkling. And it was pretty calm pretty much the entire journey. Like, we had maybe one day where it got a little choppy, and beyond that, it was kind of like this. But I started recording at a little before noon. It is currently 7 o'clock in the evening. It's actually past 7. To be fair, though, I did stop for a while, and I played my Quest 3. I played some Blade and Sorcery. Though for a good chunk of that, I was letting the game play in the background, though I put it on pause just so the ship wouldn't sink without me noticing. Yeah, I think I'm going to park over there. Just somewhere out of the way. Because I understand that I started over there, but in the game there's no method of getting back to here unless you swim, and I don't know if you can really make that swim. Because whenever you're swimming, you're losing your fatigue, your thirst, and your hunger. So I don't know if I can make that swim. There is a mod that introduces a taxi system, if you will. But I mean, this is fine. It's the capital city, so I mean, it should be very easy for the company that I'm working with right now to actually send somebody over and to claim the boat. All things considered. Also, I think the wind is shifting on us. Hey, well, tell you what. I'm just going to get out and push, because I don't have the patience anymore to be dealing with these shenanigans. Here we go. Atta girl. Alright. I think we can go ahead and lower the sails. Oh, I waited too long. This is gonna hurt. Boink. Okay, give me this. We are finally touching land for the first time since leaving Oasis. It has been a journey. It has definitely been a journey. Alright, the ship is all moored up. I'm gonna grab our first delivery. Take it all the way down here, then I'll need to speak with the boss man. Evening, Frank. Boss man's not here. You don't look like... I'm sorry I called you Frank. You were... Miranda. Evening, Miranda. There we go. My bad. You know what? I'm gonna hire you real quick. Alright, I've got those 2 bits of mail. Alright. So I'll see you guys in the morning after I've gotten some rest, and I'll speak with the boss. Yeesh, that was a long night. I barely got any sleep at all. I was too excited. Today is the day, Mrs. Brig. Today is the day. But first, I need to come over here and speak with the boss real quick. And, love your hat. And see what he has to say. I'm kind of nervous about this. I don't know how he's going to react. But I'll see you guys whenever we get done with the meeting. Well, that went about as well as expected. They're sad to see me go because I've been a pretty valuable employee thus far. But they've been expecting it. What they want me to do is to sell any provisions that I have on the ship because it was purchased with company currency, but I am more than welcome to keep the navigational tools that I've used for so long, which is fair enough. I'm also supposed to keep the table on board the boat as well. They didn't say anything about the lanterns, though. I might just keep... I don't know. Alright, the things that I need are going to be the quadrant, the compass, the sun compass, and give me the knife. Everything else was purchased with the company's with the company, so I have to sell all the rest of this stuff. It's kind of unfortunate because I could use this, but I want to leave the company on good terms just in case things don't work out. All this rum that I didn't drink. I should have just got super drunk last night, honestly. Oh well, at least I'm making a bit of extra money for upgrading the brig and whatnot. Wait, what? Cannot sell the items. Okay, well... That's interesting. What about this crate? Nope, I can't sell this one either. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that I can't do anything with this one. No. Okay. So, is there anything else aside from the bottles and the fishing pole? I'll let the next person who takes this ship over keep the fishing pole, and I'll leave the crates of fishing hooks for him. And you know what? I'll be nice too and leave him the bottles and the lanterns. Alright, so. What do I do with you guys? I guess I could just go speak with the boss and be like, hey, the merchants aren't going to take these. I'll just have to keep them myself. Which is what I'm going to go do. Okay, kind of an interesting situation to admit, but they want me to sell the items individually to the marketplace. Yeah, while I'm over here in this part of the woods, give me... I would buy that, but that's gonna cut, like, hugely into my currency. You know what, for the time being, I'll just take the table. I was gonna go after that really big red bed, because it looks super comfortable, but, I changed my mind. Alright, let me do this, and I'll join you guys back here in a second. Alright, that's taken care of. I spoke with the lady at the inn, who said that she could just give all the old food to some alley cats that have been kind of coming to her back door for a while. Which works for me. So, everything's been taken care of. The brig is mine. The brig is all mine. Ah, it feels good. It feels so stinking good. Let's see here. Where do I want to put... I'll put the table back here for now. And tell you what, let's actually make life a bit easier. Let's give her her first running over to the dockyard. If I can remember how everything works with this thing. Keep in mind, the brig turns like a train. Turning is not her strong suit. Which is why I've always kind of pictured her as more of like a stopping at the capital cities and ignoring the smaller ports kind of a ship. This is so freaking cool. We've finally done it, guys. We've finally done it. We have finally bought the Brig. This is a dream come true for our character here. He's probably dreamed of owning this thing for years at this point. So I imagine he's probably ecstatic right now. Ah, here we go. Aw, man. I was so close. Yump! Let's try this again. Man. She just doesn't turn. It's the problem I'm facing right now. She just doesn't turn. Maybe if I come up here and give her a bit of extra speed from the stern. Oh, hello. That's not what I was expecting. So then you would be... yeah. Okay. Come on, make it, make it, make it, make it, make it. No! Ah, so close. See, I might be close enough now where I can just get the ship into dry dock by accessing the guy. Run, 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 run! Dang it! Why you don't turn? You not turn. You silly ship, you not turn. There we go. All it took was a little bit of persuasion. Okay, here we go. Finally. Alright, let's go ahead and just get rid of all the sails for right now. And let's also get rid of the stays. Oh, hello. Those are big. Okay, I very much prefer the helm to be up here. Let's get rid of the hammock. Yeah, get rid of the cargo hold walls. That will allow us to carry a bit more cargo. Let's get a telltale up front. get a long bowsprit. Yeah, we'll have 3 masts. I'm sorry, how much is this gonna cost? 9,000? You know what? Maybe on the other hand, we'll just, get rid of the cargo hold walls. And more or less call that good. Yeah. Okay, so for the time being, because I literally cannot afford any upgrades, I'll get a telltale. We'll take away the cargo hold walls. And I'll call that good. So now, if we come down here, yeah, huge cargo hold. Let's see, let's bring this over here. Bring you over here. Let's pull you in nice and tight. And all right. I guess I could have taken away the hammock too, but nah. All right, let's load up some provisions. I do very much want to have my own bed. Which I suppose this will be fine. Fine enough. Okay, there's my food sorted out at the very bow of the ship, and then up here I've got my navigational tools. I've got some new I say new lanterns. I kind of jacked them from the cog whenever I realized I was actually going to need them. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. I still have 235 Aestrin crowns to my name. But I think I've pretty much got everything, so let's take a little look-see at our mission logs. Is there anything that I could potentially trade? Because this is the thing we can start doing now. Okay, so beer to Crab Beach is pretty decent. No water. Cheese is also pretty good. No salmon, which makes sense. North Fish to Dragon Cliffs is pretty good. Sausages to Crab Beach. I can't take it, though, because I don't have enough money. I can't take pork. Trout. Trout to the Dragon Cliffs is pretty good. I can't take iron or copper because I don't have enough money. Grain, I can't afford, can't afford, can't afford, can't afford, can't afford, definitely can't afford. What about mead? No. Rice? No. Tobacco? Of any kind? No. Cave mushrooms? No. Leather? No. Okay, so... I think my best bet would be Northfish, honestly. Yeah, Northfish going to the Dragon Cliffs. Okay, let's do that. And then... we can take some tools to Happy Bay. Okay, let's go ahead and get... actually, no. We can take some sausages to Happy Bay. We can take some nails to the Dragon Cliffs. And we take some copper to the Dragon Cliffs. Yeah, I think I saw one going to Newport, yeah. There's a few of them actually going to Newport, but I want to take the gems because... we've done enough mail. Alright, let's get everything that's going to the Dragon Cliffs first. There is all the cargo that is heading for the Dragon Cliffs. We've got the Northfish, then we've got the copper, then we have the nails. All at the rear. Alright, the last bit of cargo. I don't know how well you guys can see on YouTube. I imagine probably not too well. It took almost a full day to load this stupid thing up, but I'll show you whenever it turns morning again, and I'll show you what the cargo hold looks like. Oh, jeez. Well, we're going through my water and food supply before I even leave port. Yeah, we should be fine, though. Might actually bring the water barrel that I'm working on up to the main deck. But I'm happy to leave the food down here. Give me an apple. And you know what? Give me some pork as well. So, yes, this is what the cargo hold looks like for right now. You can kind of squeeze your way around here. I also have the gems back here. And, yeah, next episode, ladies and gentlemen, I think it will be time to take the Brig out on her maiden voyage. I've been looking forward to this myself for quite a long time. So, that'll be it for now, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because I will have a lot more on the way. And until next time, guys, God bless, take care of yourselves. And until the next video, this is your captain, signing out.